So when you take out a couple of comments, let's begin.
Can you speak up?
Yeah, so I had a couple of comments. So first, I think this a nice hands-on approach to ICN, so I kind of welcome the approach. Second, so on your analytical part in your paper, I mean, I think you seem to be focusing quite a bit on sharing, so caching for sharing as the use case for the network storage in ICN. Whereas in fact, so many of the ICN projects that I'm aware of, they have actually different other use cases, for example, like local repair, speed adaptation, so like buffering, and those are actually needed to achieve all the other benefits that you kind of went over a bit, like better support for mobility, better support for challenge networks, and so on. So I think this is maybe a bit too constrained on the, say, caching of web objects perspective.
So is there a question? Sorry, I didn't get the question.
There's a comment, multiple.
That's a comment, okay.
The other one I had is regarding your constructive proposal here. So here I think it's important to get the perspective between architecture and implementation right. So maybe referring to Larry's keynote on Tuesday. So when you design an ICN architecture, sure you want to deploy it eventually on different types of networks. You may have a, say, more forward-looking approach. You want to design it in a proper way. But you also want to be sure, okay, it can be run as an overlay on today's networks. Right. And what I think that here is, I mean, really many of the approaches that I know, they work probably similar to what you propose. So they can use HTTP. They have a local discovery mechanism. They're using naming schemes that are pretty much similar to what you proposed. So I wonder, so what do you see as a difference from like this work?
So okay, let me actually, so okay. First part, there are other benefits, we don't deny there are other benefits. But if you look at what's happening in the ICN space and look at like what's in the ICN workshop, what's happening in the different conferences, it's like, I'll go on a limb and say that more than 50% of it is really focusing on caching. And maybe the world really should look at the kind of benefits you are talking about. Right? That's kind of what it's really saying that, okay, maybe those are they're barking up the wrong tree. So coming back to the second point about the fact that there are other people doing this as well. So what's new? Nothing. The fact that nothing is new is actually a strength of this proposal, right? Okay. So maybe you should just use what is existing and provide most of the benefits of ICN. So maybe view it as a strength, not as a weakness.
Okay.
Hi, Niels. Quick question. So one of your key results is that the complete deployment versus the edge deployment gives you about a 17% benefit, I think, something like that. Can you just mention or tell me quickly what the difference in cost, estimated difference in cost between the complete deployment versus the edge deployment might be? Because of course, if you're going to deploy caches all around the edge, that's a lot of caches, right? And the core is much, much smaller than the edge. So what's, can you talk about the cost difference?
Yeah. So the way we set it up, the cost of the pervasive caching is actually strictly, it's a binary tree, it's double the cost of the edge caching. So edge caching is really using half the cost. So when you said doubling the cache, edge is actually cheaper than pervasive caching.
So I just have a very small, outrageous comment. So we see a lot of papers in ICN and a lot of papers in SDN, we should combine them, call it ISDN.
I have a very basic question. I mean, looking at the way that you evaluated your scheme, it looks very simplistic to me. It looks like Infocom 1993 with simulation model and number of hops and stuff like that. So I'm kind of shocked to see that. So don't you think you should have done more in an attempt to evaluate this better?
No, I mean, in some sense, the core point you wanted to make is the fact that there's all this fantastic research from the web caching literature that shows that, okay, edge caching is not really useful. Multiple levels in the caching the hierarchy don't use, are not very useful. And it's sort of bringing to light those kinds of results in the ICN context. So the contribution here is sort of taking those results and putting them in the ICN context and sort of shedding light on the space. So I'm not saying that research is incredibly useful, and we're definitely building on the research. But the key contribution here is putting in the light of, okay, what does nearest replica logic have? what does this other kind of cooperative routing add, what does pervasive caching add, and so on. So it's sort of taking that result and synthesizing in an ICN context is the core contribution here.
Okay, I think we're going to follow up on maybe if you have a 3-second question.
Yeah, sure. Great. Regarding your naming format, what is the reason you're not using the format specified in the RFC 6920 naming things for caches, because it could easily be mapped into that one? Do you have something I don't see that?
I'm not sure I follow the question, so I'm going to take it offline in the interest of time.
So Josh will clearly be here later, so I would
I'm actually second.
the rest of